All right, it's September 20th, 2021. I'm in Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361. All right, this is, to put this in context, is what pisses me off. There's this woman, she's doing an essay for Gayle King and the shitbags on the morning television. We're in New York. That's where their studio is that they broadcast out of. Now, they've been doing a lot about Broadway opening up, and the Broadway Artists Colony and all of the show business seem to be the Gayle King color. Now, this is a problem because I've been living here the entire time and I'm still in Tony or Antonin Cattaruzza, my Albanian Grecian grandfather. I'm still in his apartment. My father never was successful. My father never was given a job, some stipend. He was never given an acting career. He was never given a general's position. He was never given anything, a senatorial position, nothing. Just stifled into socially engineered debauchery. So as much as I tried, in my high school, there was no pep rallies, there was no football, there was no homecoming, there was no colleges coming, there was no college spoken of in high school, period. I went to 3 different high schools. St. Dominic's, didn't, in Oyster Bay, didn't speak of college at all. St. John's only spoke of college because we had to fill out some application and know where we were going. But that conversation was like, do you have an advisor or somebody who could teach me about what college is or what I need to do? And then there was Cold Spring Harbor, another useless New York State school while this shit is going on in the fucking city. So there was no preparation for college. There was no pushing sports. There was no, so my area was socially engineered by the shitbags in the fucking city and all these money fucking hungry cunts around the world with this push for technology to make sure that I never fucking got out. I see this woman's got this. I call them the Star Trek generation. I hope you bleed through your nose and your mouth and everybody you love dies, and hurry the fuck up. I see today that Haiti had refugees walk, that they're saying, from Mexico over the border to Texas, and now they're returning them to Haiti. Really? Well, that's nice. I have a whole island full of them in New York. If you'd like to come send the boat over when you're finished returning the ones from Texas, I got a whole New York City I got to clear out. This has been the most oppressive time period in New York, and it's like law enforcement just fucking disappeared. Where did you all go? Like high Eastern European priestess. Star, cosmetic, astrological importance. Much higher purpose than needing to go to the Academy Awards and so on and so forth. But instead of allowing me to get to where I need to be, it was just so much more important to let all of the shitbags get ahead. I'm just curious, because that's all you've done. So my father never had college pep rallies, any of that stuff, even introduced to him. He had nothing to share with me. The public school system didn't do their job properly in the state of New York, so I don't know who's running that operation, but they should be shot and killed. Let's see, and now my kids. Again, there's no talk, I don't know even how to guide them, considering there's been no mentor. But let's see what she says about her kids on the first day of school. Let's see. She's got a brand new shirt on, she's got an Apple Watch, and she lives in some kind of nice home. This sounds like tax shelter children stealing from the kids that actually had a trust fund at one point, and they somehow stole the entire trust fund, divided it amongst themselves, and created some kind of tax shelter from their home country. Why is the armory not available to like use bullets and just clean out buildings? I'm just curious because that's what's needed since before I arrived. So let's see. I have no home of my own. I have no job to wake up to every day because there was no college. This whole plan that socially engineered her in her essay this morning outside her comfort zone is the same fucking shitbags that swallowed my entire trust fund and withheld me from being able to ever get ahead. Just so we're clear. I also hear there's something called a General Assembly going on in New York over the next couple of days. Have no clue what that means. No clue where they come from. No clue how they got to be a general. No clue what a general even means. No clue what they're in charge of.
Even when we felt like we were drowning.
They got to go on vacation this summer. Oh yeah, we didn't. I didn't even get to see my kids this summer, you fucking shitbags.
New beginning. My kids are excited to meet their teacher, see old friends, make new ones, joke at lunch, and learn. After a long year and a half apart, it's time for students, teachers, administrators, and the community to come together.
Where is this community? I don't understand how they're able to set up for themselves this sense of community, yet they've blocked me out of, by social engineering it this way, blocked me out completely. Where exactly is this sense of community that this fucking lying fucking cunt is talking about? I'm just curious.
And most of all, as a parent, I can't wait to take that first day picture and kiss them goodbye.
Oh, thank you, Meg Oliver. She says that really doing that essay took her
And
out of
there's
her comfort
Gail
zone, but
King.
she's hoping that families will be able to relate. I can't imagine what it's like to have 3 little ones, any kids at home doing remote learning. Yeah. She said it certainly took a toll, but she thinks it's important to talk about kids' mental health. And now, I think she said she's walked her youngest for the 7th day in a row to school, and she's doing the happy dance. So,
you know what I
thank
found
you,
that
Meg.
was helpful for those who needed assistance? Instead of asking, hey, how are you doing?
Yeah.
I would start.
Can, instead of those that need assistance, why don't shitbags like you that were given way too much fucking opportunity just go get the fucking people that need assistance need, since you seem to you climbed yourself up some social ladder where you seem to know a whole lot, and get me the fucking help and stop playing fucking games of like, I have to ask the right question and then maybe you'll help and like step in. I hope you all bleed through your fucking nose and mouth and die. Like instantaneously. I hope they kill your family and the entire problem area gets resolved like instantaneously so we can actually like fix stuff like the planet and not be like at the whim of the entertainment industry of shitbags and assholes.
How did they answer that?
There were a bunch of parents that live in deep Jersey, because I also live in Jersey, and some parents that live in New York. They were coming to me and say, could our son stay over? It'd be great if he can go in with you, wake up with you, and go to school with your son. And before you knew it, there was about 5 kids that stayed with us for about 2 months. Full house.
Really?
Really? So they're like, I mean, because my level of people don't run into people like his people. And even if I did, I wouldn't know what the fuck he is or who he is in the general public. So what exactly would I ask? What kind of assistance? Because I've gone to social services before. I've gone to DSS out in Ronkonkoma, Central Islip, and Hapog, those areas. I filled out applications, and a whole lot of these representatives denied me. Denied me food, denied me, like, I mean, the most basic of stuff. I'm not talking about paying my mortgage and stuff, because there's no place for me to apply for that. I've never been given, like, a trust fund, a stipend, a check, nothing. So now, why is it that all of these people go on and make this big lie? I would even go to work if I knew what the fuck to do and what I need to be working on. I have a special need. I have a special circumstance. That's the other thing. I was in the St. Patty's Day halfway parade on Benjamin's birthday, and I ran into this woman who said she had a special needs daughter. Her special needs daughter is just like a handicap, but there apparently is some fund called The Shield, THESHEILD. Well, The Shield had a big banner with special ed kids walking around. Now, why are they considered special needs? They get enough shit and they easily qualify for services in this disgusting Gayle King setup of everything's wired wrong. The words are wrong, the people benefiting are wrong, everything is backwards. I heard last night Lyndon B. Johnson is the only plan that was never put into action. I'm just curious, why is it Lyndon B. Johnson, being that my mother's name is Linda, and I have the pins for St. John's Day, 1988. Why is it Lyndon B. Johnson's plan never went into action? Human. Star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza. It's Earth, solar system, Milky Way, universe, galaxy is broken. I'm in Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, and it's September 20th, 2021.